Burn Unit with your host, the amazing Johnathan.
Hi, this is Burn Unit. You're here with the amazing Johnathan, the road edition, where we've taken the camera to my house in LA, and we have with me, of course, my sidekick, Bruce Block.
Hey, thanks for letting me come along.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry you couldn't be here in person. It's a lot more fun when you're here, but it's pretty close. It's a close simulation.
It's Robo Bruce.
Robo Bruce, yeah. The smell's the same and the voice is the same. And you got food, and of course you're eating a banana when you're not supposed to be. Yeah. Here, let me help you. Just, yeah. Chew. Okay, good. Good?
Well, it's very good. It's a little hard for me to talk to you.
Well, you know what? You're usually doing this, and I don't want you to do it, but I'm helping you now, aren't I? Here's some popcorn. Have some. Say,
It feels like driving with Daisy while she's spoon feeding.
There you go. Popcorn.
Oh, I love
Sloppy. Hey, look down on your shirt. You got popcorn on your shirt. Oh, Burn Unit. Hey, you got something in your teeth. All right. You all right? You're joking. I wish I had a drink for you here. So listen, we got Brian Gillis on the show. We got Brian Gillis. You know Brian.
I enjoy Brian. He's very talented man. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah. He's no George Tovar, but he's good.
Marzipan. Was it marzipan?
What's a marzipan? No, it's sousaphone.
What did I say?
Marzipan. Oh, it's the same thing.
I thought it was always Brian Gillis and marzipan. What is that then?
No, it's sousaphone. It's a Thai name. She can't even say it. She can't even pronounce it. Ooh, got something on you. So, we're going to go to a commercial. You got a joke for us?
Yeah, I didn't know I was supposed to have a joke. Was I supposed to have a joke?
Well, pressure's on you now.
Oh, I guess there is. The lady cut her husband's stick off, throws it out the car window, and hits the windshield of the car behind him. In that car, the father driving his son to school. The father's embarrassed. He hits the windshield wiper. The stick goes to the side of the road. Little boy says, "Daddy, what was that?" The father thinks quick. He says, "That was a bug." Little boy says, "Did you see the dick on that thing?"
That's good. Did I mention there's a 12-year-old here?
No, I didn't notice that.
Sorry. I'm at home in LA. My kid's here. 12 years old. She's going to give me some ice water.
Oh, really? I could use some ice water.
You want some ice water?
Dad, you got some then?
Yeah, she's going to get some. You got stuff all over your shirt.
What? Oh, you did it to me again.
I didn't, actually. What is this? No. Ice water. Ice water. She's fucking 12. She's retarded.
Really bad here in California.
Well, okay, we're gonna be tuning in with you again when we get back home. Okay. So this is Burn Unit going to a commercial. We'll be right back with Brian Gillis.
You're about to be mesmerized. It's yellow. It's phallic. It's the magical gravity sensation that's sweeping the nation. It's Anastasia!
Like, I don't know what it is, and it's like the coolest thing ever. I don't know, but like, I can do it.
You don't need training. You barely need practice. You don't even need hands. Banana Shiggy! Once you watch our instructional mind-blowing DVD, you'll learn moves like the Thunder Noodle Wand, the Duty Poop Shoot, the Hippity Flippity, and many, many more. Buy a bunch to up your skills to the max. Buzz, believe.
It's my first time. It totally works.
We are back with Burn Unit with our guest Brian Gillis, Johnny Carson's favorite magician. You can look up Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson, guy used to have a late night TV show.
Yeah. was a good talk show host.
Ago.
Yeah. I've seen one or two of them. Actually, his replacement's not quite the same. You wouldn't want to be Jay Leno's favorite magician, would you? We'll get you on TV, but you got to deal with Jay Leno.
Yeah.
He's creepy.
Jay hates magic anyway.
Yeah, Johnny loved magic. He was a magician.
Johnny was great.
So,
he was a really talented magician.
You go back to Kentucky is where it all starts.
Tennessee.
Same thing. You count the teeth, it's exactly the same. Yeah, Tennessee. Actually, Kentucky's a little better than Tennessee on the food chain. But where was your first gig? What was your first gig working with David at the?
Actually, the first thing I did professionally as a magician was in Niagara Falls, where I was born and raised in Niagara Falls. But I did an illusion show. So that's
you started by doing an illusion show? Would your
that
parents have money or so? Where did you get illusions?
It was one of those plug-in shows where they somebody else choreographed the entire show, and then I was one of the magicians, and I would just go through all the stuff, you know, like a crystal cabinet.
Where was this in Niagara Falls?
It was at a museum in Niagara Falls.
The Houdini Museum?
No, just an art museum or something. But we had a magic show. I was dressed up in whiteface and.
You were a mime. Say it. Say it. Say it. You were a mime.
I was kind of a mime magician.
Just say a mime. Say mime. Say it. I used to be a mime. I'll say it. I was a mime. There. It's not hard. Do it.
A mime illusionist.
Yeah.
Two horrible things.
He was a mime. You put the white face on, the magic just disappeared. You're covering up the magic when you're doing this with the white face. You were a mime. Well, that's interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah.
I thought the rock and roll disco show was funny, but the mime's even better.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
Combine the two of those. You were a disco mime.
Right. Plus the Gong Show.
Yeah. You did the original Gong Show.
Right.
Yeah.
Twice with Chuck Barris.
Did you do magic on it, or did you do
mime?
No,
I did my toe show. I painted faces on my toes,
Yeah, that's on the
I have a clip of it.
There's mime, there's plate spinning, there's toe puppetry.
Right. Mr. Toe Jangles.
Well, that brought it up a level, Mr. Toe Jangles. Somebody wanted to go home early when you were naming that one.
Yeah, really?
Mr. Toe Jangles. Did you get bonged or did you gong?
No, I got the highest score.
Well, of course, with a snappy name like that.
No, I know.
You're feet above the rest. Feet above the rest.
Chuck Barris was like...
Chuck Barris was a spy.
You're going to love this.
Did you get to meet Chuck Barris?
Yeah.
What was he like? Was he like crazy?
Crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
Do you believe that he was a spy?
I don't know. No.
But there's something in the back of your head that says he could have been.
You don't know. I mean,
that
whole.
Did he disappear between takes? Like people suspect that I'm a drug addict because I'll like mysteriously vanish in between takes and then come back all happy.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, maybe he was a spy then.
Yeah. Maybe I'm one.
Yeah, right.
So okay, so when did you get? First of all, where did you see your first magic trick? Did you have a magic shop by your house?
When I first got out of college, I taught junior high school.
Oh, you were late.
Discovered that I hate kids, and I went to library and got a book on magic, and from there
you should have got a book on hating kids. You've been a sniper.
Yeah.
So you got a book out of the library. But you started late.
I still have the book.
You started late in college.
I started late. Yeah.
You didn't get late in high school?
Yeah, I did, but then I discovered magic, and
I'm saying that
helped it out.
Yeah, magic will help you get laid.
Right.
Without that, I had to resort to the ether on a rag. Ether was easy to get back then.
Yeah.
But so all right. So now, where does the disco come into this whole thing? Brian used to host a disco show where he taught people
called Spats. Yeah.
Spats.
Yeah.
Toes was taken. It would have been Toes, but somebody already had that. It was you. You didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Dancing Toes to Spats. So you're a pretty decent dancer.
Pretty decent. Yeah.
The moves the moves back in the '70s.
Yeah, we should be on Dancing with the Stars. You should put me on there because
you want to go on?
I'm a former star.
Yeah, he was. Trust me, I wouldn't be sitting here if he didn't have that credit. I would not be. George Tovar would be here so fucking quick, his head would spin. I could have got George Tovar, knocked him out for Brian because he used to be a celebrity. Actually, he doesn't have to be a celebrity because he's around enough celebrities as it is. He is the entertainer to celebrities, and if anyone wants a magic show, and everyone does.
Of course.
Like Paul McCartney and Barbara Streisand. You can't name a star that Brian hasn't done private shows for or given dance lessons to. So tell us about who you name. Just a list of people that you've done shows for.
Well, like Paul McCartney, Johnny Depp, who did Barbara Streisand's birthday party, Tom Hanks.
And they don't just watch his show. He's a close-up magician, so he gets to talk with them and interact with them at all. He's not kept at arm's length like a mime would be. A creepy mime in Barbara Streisand's house. Be dragged out by security in 5 minutes.
Yeah, did one small part.
3 of those, and out they go. So recently, you also did the jury for the.
Entertained the jury for the OJ trial.
The OJ trial, yeah. They were sequestered and stuff for
and they
months
couldn't watch television or anything.
Right.
So
and if they did, they wouldn't watch it anyway. So this is a perfect gig for you.
I know, it was great.
Yeah. So
great audience.
Well, I bet you they were.
They were, yeah.
Yeah, because I was offered to go last week. I was offered to do that cruise ship that was floundering in San. I was.
Well, you really?
They offered me $20,000 to go out and entertain the passengers stranded on the boat. I'm like,
You're
20
kidding.
grand? I'll do it for 20 grand, but you know they're going to be a shitty crowd. You know, they've been on a cruise ship and they've been stranded out there.
Right.
But they all got off the boat. They all jumped ship against the word of the captain, and they got off the boat, and I had lost $20,000.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just made that all up.
Oh, did you?
No, I did. It was truthful.
That's funny.
So, okay. So you've done Paul McCartney. That's the impressive one to me, man.
I did Paul McCartney's rap party for his North American tour.
And
so it was his private party.
And he wasn't a dick, you said.
No,
he
he
was
was
nice.
he was nice.
But he was
a little cocky. You know, I think I had him select a card, and
two of diamonds.
I might have said, put it back, put the card back in the deck, or something where he said, why shouldn't I? I said, well, it's my show, I make the rules. He said, this is my fucking party. I was like, well, okay, no problem. But we did the dog trick.
Did he pull a face after that, like he was kidding around, or did he mean it?
No, he was just joking.
All right.
But we did the dog trick for him, you know, where he thinks of a dog he had when he was a kid. And,
I know the trick.
Yeah, and he...
I know the trick quite well.
Really?
I ruined the trick.
I know, you ruined the trick really well.
I did ruin it. See, I have a thing with Brian. I can't help myself. I want to sabotage everything he does, whether it's like something in his life crucial or it's just some little whimsy thing.
I'm like, you know, the target for all of your practical jokes.
Yeah, I do try most of them out on you before I go somewhere else. You seem to fall for them faster.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like a game of chess,
Everyone.
though. Every time I go, if I do this, Brian's going to think this. And I go, well, then I'll do this. And it's a very easy game of chess is what it is. And I've almost got Brian on an airplane to go do a gig that was non-existent. And
I know.
I could have, but if the plane crashed, I would have felt really, really horrible.
Oh,
like,
I know.
oh, well, my friend Brian's dead and I've
For a
set him up.
funeral.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it could have been your funeral. Wouldn't that have been horrible?
Oh,
how could I live? I would have felt bad for like all of them.
A couple weeks or something.
Not
I
even,
know.
well, Sue would have taken a week off that. But now your partner Marzipan was supposed to be here.
Sissipan.
Yeah, whatever.
Marzipan.
So what happened?
Actually, she
Had a fight.
ended up having other plans. I think she thought she was coming over in the morning, but, you know.
Usually she does.
Yeah, just fine.
Oh, uncomfortable silence. What to say? It's a touchy subject. They used to be really. They used to go out together, and now.
Well, we're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Well, yeah,
for
but now
8
they have to
years.
work together. After everything's said and done, they're still partners in work, and
We're still best friends, and we.
it goes up and
we
down.
still do our show. Yeah,
But you managed to, like Penny and I, we don't have to deal with that because she wouldn't never fuck me. So I didn't have to deal with that whole stress.
Yeah.
I still have that thing in the back of my head that says someday. That was a joke, honey.
Oh, I
Were
wasn't
you
even
listening?
paying
Oh
attention.
God, she wasn't even listening. Jeez, that's how unjealous she is. She's so indifferent. Just told you I was going to fuck someone else, and you just.
You're talking about Penny, right?
Yeah, so you know.
I have nothing to worry about.
Oh, Penny, she doesn't. Thank God she doesn't. No one watches this show. Thank God. Sue or
No,
Penny.
I mean Penny.
Yeah, really.
Penny, you're
So-
not Penny's type.
So okay, so you're on Johnny Carson for the very first time. How did they see you? Where did they see you? Did they even have you on the show?
I was performing at the Comedy Magic Club, and Mike Lacey, the owner, the talent coordinator for the show, was in that
What was his name? Who was that back then? Jim. Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
Oh, I know it. Who
I
knows
know,
it?
me too.
Jim. Oh, I know what it is. I thought of it.
I know.
It's driving you crazy, isn't it?
I know. It's
And I could tell you, and it would end right now, but I'm not going to.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I know. I remember.
Give me a hint.
No.
What's the first letter of the
And-
last name? Jim. Okay, what's the second
I
letter?
know. I'm not telling you. The second letter, you'll get it. So, anyway. Look at him. There he's driving. So, anyway, Jim, who I know the last name of, but he doesn't. He sees you and goes, wow, Johnny Carson's
No, it
good."
wasn't that easy. Mike Lacey went up to him and said, "You should see this guy do some magic." And Jim, was it Jimmy? Did it go by Jimmy?
He did sometimes to his friends,
Yeah.
like myself.
Yeah, right.
Jimmy. But yeah.
So,
no,
yeah.
most of the times it was Jim.
All right, Jim.
It's not coming to you. You're an old man. Give it up.
Shut up.
All right. It's
I just
gone
memorized the deck of cards
forever.
yesterday.
You don't even know who books the show now.
Yes, I do, but it's not the.
Oh, yes, I do, and you point to him.
Well, he knows it.
All right,
Just
so
mentions it.
okay, so tell me a story about
Jim McCauley?
Yes! I didn't know it, but I made you think.
Oh, yeah.
Yes! But no, I don't
It's
think
an M,
it's driving
McCauley,
me cry. Did I say it was an M?
You said N.
Oh, I meant, yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's a little trigger, something in you that would make me not have to think of it like you
Jim
did.
McCauley, yeah.
You just lost a year off your life.
So Jim McCauley said magic doesn't play well on the show, and Mike Lacey said, "Well, just watch him, and decide for yourself." So I did like a one-on-one show for Jim McCauley. I stole his watch and everything, and they called me the next day, put me on Thursday. I got bumped on Thursday, and I got on the show on Friday.
With Buddy Hackett? Was that the
No. That was one.
He was a
with
bit of a
Doc-
smart ass, I think.
Oh,
Buddy
there's a
Hackett.
whole story about that.
He
when
kind of
Buddy
fucked
Hack-
you up a little bit.
Well, he was trying to, but I noticed on the video, like years later, I was watching the video, and Whit Hayden pointed this out to me. I was watching my promo video, which had that segment on it, and Buddy Hackett, I was doing some magic with Buddy Hackett, and Buddy Hackett started going off on a tangent, and Johnny just went like this, just like a little, stop and pay attention. As soon as Buddy saw that...
Frank has those moves. Frank's has those moves too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Frank Sinatra. He knows all those hand signals.
Oh, yeah.
You're about to die.
Well, because I talked to John, all the people on the show were telling me, all the people that
I
worked
want
on
that
the
girl
show...
to suck my cock.
Yep.
Frank used to do that. He used to go.
Oh,
They
really?
would say that girl had to suck his cock if he did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Just,
I have to remember
that's what I
that.
did.
Yeah.
What you looking at me for?
So, anyway, Johnny said he talked to...
Sorry.
Johnny said he talked to Buddy before the show.
You just pushed my cock in my mouth. Now I'm gay. All right, so go ahead. So he told him to stop fucking with the magician.
Well, Johnny said he talked to Buddy. He says, "Don't worry about Buddy. I talked to him." And so when I did the segment, it was fine. And then
Well, I saw the segment. He fucked with you a little bit.
he started to fucking with me, but he stopped immediately. As soon as Johnny did that, he was done.
Yeah.
Immediately, just went back.
So
to
how many
paying attention.
Carsons did you do?
I did 3, but I was booked 5 times. I got bumped twice. So my promo
But you
video.
say 5? Do you say 5 anyway?
Yeah, yeah, I tried.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw one in for good luck.
Right.
6.
Yeah.
6.
So my promo video had Johnny introducing me, 5 times at the beginning of the show, and then 3 times just before my segment. So I had,
that's proof.
My promo video had me being introduced by Johnny 8 times.
Right.
So it was
killer
promo.
That's that. I used to lie about that. When I was starting out, I opened for the Talking Heads, I opened for the Police. I didn't open for any of those bands.
Yeah, really?
Who can check that shit? No one can check.
I know.
But
I
is
know.
a student union guy going to call up somebody and get somebody
Right,
who's
I
going to
know.
know I opened
Right.
for them or not?
Right, right.
That's not going to happen. So I just made it all
Yeah.
up.
And then go back and say, we want our ticket, we want our money back.
Yeah,
we
he
want
didn't
tickets
really open
yeah.
for the Police.
Right.
Yeah, then there's no way they're going to find that shit out.
Right.
Lie is how
Right.
you get to the top. We have lied our way to the
When
top.
when I get introduced at the castle, I'd give them like kind of a real generic intro, and they embellish it a little bit. So You know, they'll say, oh,
Clubs
you
and colleges
won all these
everywhere.
awards, and you know, and I didn't do any of that.
But you won
They
awards.
made
You
it up.
won a lot of awards. You told me you won awards. You didn't win awards. You won the World Magic Award.
Yeah, world's greatest.
Did you ever get the trophy for that?
Yeah.
Oh, because I
Yeah,
won it the
same
first
one.
year. I
Right.
won it the first year. As soon as I won it, I walked into the wings. They took it from me and said, "This is the only one we made,
Oh, really?
and we have to give this out to everybody.
Well, you ended
and we'll
up getting
send you
one eventually.
Well, no, never did.
No?
They said they were going to send one.
Oh, I've got
and
mine.
you got now. I have a few because I
Oh,
won it
right.
3 times, but I got 2 trophies for
Right,
it.
right.
Yeah, 3 would be nice though. I'll buy yours.
I'll buy one of yours.
You can
No,
buy
I'll
2,
do
both
that.
of mine.
Yeah, right.
I never won anything before. I'm not an award-winning type material. You
Yeah,
know?
me too.
So when the World Magic Awards came along, and they found out I was in Australia, and that I happened to be the only one there at the time, and it would be save on airfare, I won the award.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's not like I am award-winning. I've never won.
Yeah.
Do you ever win a trophy in school, like for sports or anything, bowling or?
You know.
Magicians generally don't win
No.
trophies for anything.
No, I didn't. Never did any sports.
No, me neither, man. We skipped
Yeah.
over the sports thing.
I know.
And you know what? I'm glad because chicks dig it. Well, except for boxing. We like boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like boxing. After my divorce, I went over to Brian's house every night, every morning at 6 a.m. We boxed in a boxing ring he had in his yard. And Brian was my ex-wife for a while. That's what I pictured. You know, like a hungry man sees somebody change into a chicken leg on an island.
Hit me one time, and my whole body went horizontal.
Yeah, and
Bam.
Sandra hit the
like
ground.
like in the
man.
cartoons. Yeah.
Sandra hit the
I know.
ground.
That was the day you had to write her a check.
That's right. Your blonde hair went flying back. Boxing saved my life. Well, we're going to go to a commercial. We have to go to break to a commercial. When we come back, we'll do some magic. He'll do some magic. And we'll be right back after this announcement. If we ever get a commercial sponsor, which we don't have one because fuck would sponsor a show that the word fuck is in.
Right.
Condoms.
Right.
All right, we'll be back after this commercial from Trojans.
Commercial from Trojan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with more Burn Unit. Our guest tonight is Brian Gillis, magician extraordinaire from Los Angeles. He's appeared more times on Johnny Carson than anyone else in the history of magic. And he's going to do a trick for us right now. I'm going to be his Buddy Hackett.
Yep. All right. This is usually my opener.
Those are fake coins! Let's do a Buddy Hackett.
All right. All you have to do is try to remember how many I have in each hand. Did you remember?
Yeah.
3 and 2.
3 and 3.
We'll do
Oh,
it.
what?
1, 2, 3, 2. Did you see that? 4 and 1. Hold your hand out. Squeeze them tight in a fist. Put your fist right here. Hold them tight so I can't get the 5th one. Remember, you've got 4, I've got 1. Are you following this?
Got it.
Open hand count.
Now that is fucking magic, ladies and gentlemen. That was great.
Start at the beginning. I'll go
All right.
slower. Once again, watch. That's 2, 3. That's 5 altogether. You're watching how many here?
2.
5 altogether.
Holy shit.
Point to one. Pick a coin.
Oh, this one.
May I use your hand? Let me use this hand. It's closer. Watch. I'm going to take it out of your hand without you knowing about it. But, you have to squeeze it though, so I can't get at it. Put your
Alright.
fist like this. Hold that tight. It's good for distracting people. It's from Uganda. It's an East African 10-cent piece. It's copper. It's got a hole in it. You don't see them too often. While you're looking at it, I took the $50 out of your hand.
Holy shit. That's unbelievable. I've seen this millions of times because I watch Brian do it all the time, and it's still, when you're this close to it, it's still like, I want to fucking go home. Show us the card stuff. Show us the 4-8.
Oh, yeah.
The 4-8 trick is
I don't do a 4-8.
yes, you do. You
No, I
find
don't.
the cards that people select with He does the best 4-ace trick in the world. You wait till you see this fucking 4-ace trick. This will blow your fucking mind. Brian, you're on with the 4-ace trick.
Here, shuffle the cards. I'll show you something different.
I want to see the 4-ace trick.
I'll do the 4-ace trick.
All right, shuffle the cards. Bring all the aces to the top for Brian. All right, there they are, square on top.
All right, that's fair. I'll go through them like this. You look at them and pick one in your mind. Did you pick one up?
Yep.
Not the end card.
Nope.
Look at me and visualize it. What was the card you thought of?
7 of spades.
Turn it over.
It's going to be one of the aces, isn't it? That'd be so fucking cool if it's one of the aces. Oh, it's not. It's a 7 of spades. That's pretty good.
Use your thumb.
Notice how I didn't pick it out and put it back in the deck? I just looked at it. Do you notice the difference? There's a big difference between just looking at a card and picking it out, letting him control the card back to the top like he does with the 4-ace trick.
Use your left thumb. Open them up and peek at one. I'll look over here. I'm not looking in a did you see
No,
one?
I didn't.
All right. I'm looking the other way.
Okay.
Did you see one?
Yes.
Hold on to them. Say it in your mind over and over. 3 of spades.
Oh, that's
3
fucking
of
freaky.
spades.
That's what it was. And I didn't use my left thumb. You'll notice I used my right thumb to try to fuck him up like Buddy Hackett.
Buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool. All right, now, do the 4-ace trick. Come on. I can do the 4-ace trick. So you must be able to do it.
Oh, you want to do the 4-ace trick? You can do it.
Oh, of course I can do it.
Oh, yeah. Here, do it.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Is this a regular deck?
Yeah.
Then I can't do the 4-ace trick. What do you think I am? It's a regular deck. Do the 4-ace trick.
Really?
So that's pretty cool. All right. So now, what's going on now? That so
I can do my sugar trick.
What's that?
The
sugar pack?
The sweet and low. Yeah.
Okay, I want to see it, but I want to ask you.
Okay.
What is the worst show? I've asked this to everybody. What is the worst show you've ever done in your life?
The worst show.
Where you just tanked.
It was a show.
Don't say the Gold Nugget.
It was a show that
the only
Synn and
reason
I
you
did.
tanked, guys, because I caused him to tank.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. All right.
It was a show that Sue and I did.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, are you doing?
No, I'm not doing anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it was a show that Sue and I did for
Yeah.
a corporate thing, and it was outdoors, and we didn't have amplification. There was like 300 people, and only 20 of them could hear us, and we're trying to do a stage show, and it was just horrible.
Where was this?
I don't even remember. It was a long time ago.
But you were wasn't that long ago because you were with Sue at the time. So was there recent?
We've been doing our show for 16 years.
What?
We were boyfriend and girlfriend for 8 years, and we broke up 8 years ago.
Wow, God, time's flying. Man.
Yeah. So it was a long time ago. But the client asked for their money back. You know, because it was so horrible.
And
yeah, that was.
Did you give it back?
I think we actually. I think
gave it back.
We gave half of it back.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I said no to the Russian mafia when they asked for their money back.
Remember,
I said no, we're not getting your money back.
I know, and you had to sneak out. I know.
I had to sneak back to the airport without getting killed.
Yeah, I know.
And I thought I was safe until I got home and I heard they wait till you're on your own turf before they kill you. And I'm like, oh fuck, now I got to worry.
Did they really?
Yeah,
really?
Copperfield told me that. He said,
oh, great.
Oh, by the way. Here's something. Whoa, what's this? 2 cards.
Oh man.
That's how you do the 4-ace trick.
Oh man.
But are they really aces? Watch this. Turn them over, one at a time.
6 of clubs.
Yeah.
4 of hearts.
Right.
3 of diamonds.
Like that's scary.
9 of spades.
And watch this. Now they're back to aces.
Oh man.
That's the 4-ace trick.
That's incredible.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
Phony. Right to the top. Phonies go to the top. And that's what I did when I opened for the police.
Oh yeah.
So, and then I said, this is how I did it. I went, da da, motherfucker. Okay, so now, Sue and you are still doing, the whole thing is corporate shows. Brian had to, not only did he do the rock and roll movie star thing, but he made his bread and butter with the corporate market. And he did so well at it that every morning in the mail a package arrived, and it was from something he'd seen on TV the night before. He would buy everything. He was making so much money back then.
Oh, right, I know.
He had all of the coolest cars. We still has cool car, but Brian was like the corporate magician. And then the recession hit, and we both lost our jobs. Vegas dropped out, the corporate market dropped out, and but that doesn't matter because we saved money.
Yeah, you saved money.
I did for a while,
right?
And then now that's gone. So I'm doing a podcast show, and here we are. We're going to get corporate market back. We're going to get Vegas is going to come.
Trojan.
The Gold Nuggets calling me and saying we're going to give you $30,000 a week to come back, and Brian's going back.
I can open for you.
Yeah. Now Sue can, but you're out. You can't do the fucking 4-ace trick. You're out.
Yeah, I know.
So listen, when Brian when Brian opened for me in Las Vegas. When I had a show there, every Sunday I would fuck with the opening act, no matter who it was. The magician, I would sabotage their show. Everybody's show. Sylvester the Jester got sabotaged. Everybody did, and yours probably was the best. When the dog would come out, a little stuffed animal would come out wearing a collar that had the dog's name on it. That used to be the person in the audience's dog. He would ask, "What was the name of your first dog?"
No, we don't even say. We don't ask them. We tell them to think of the name of a dog.
And they would put it on a card like this.
And
somehow
nobody sees
Kevin's
it.
involved in something shady. And it ends up on the dog's neck, stitched
embroidered in the collar is the name of the dog that they were just thinking
of. But this wasn't the name on my note.
Somehow
the name changed to
It was
Cunt.
Supposed to be like Fluffy or something.
Yeah, Fluffy or Fuzzy, but it was Cunt.
I opened the box, the gift box, and I see a dog, and on the collar it says Cunt.
Yeah, and
Brian
kind of just stopped.
It up and I said, well, this is the Amazing Jonathan show. You know, your dog's name was supposed to be Fluffy, but...
nice cover, Brian.
Yeah.
Nice snappy comeback. Blame me.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was exactly like that. But you said to the girl, I don't think this was the name of your dog, was it? And she says, no, but it was close. See, she had the good line. Out of all three of us, she had the funny line.
Did she say that?
Yeah, she said
that's
that.
Great.
Yeah, no, but it was close. Would you like to keep it? She kept it. She wanted to keep it. Nobody else. And then I saw her in the casino wearing it. Hey, look, there's a card. She just won $100. Yeah. And then when Sue came out, I played Who Let the Dogs Out, which caused her great embarrassment. Anything to cause great. And then we had the guy who was drunk, Joel with a big mask on, coming in and interrupting you every second.
Oh, yeah.
And just anything to throw the act off was beautiful. To watch magicians flounder like that is fucking brilliant. I love it. The worst was Chris Hart. He just did not want to participate in this at all.
Rich Block.
Rich Block. Rich Block.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he had the American flag fall down behind him, with waving two American flags with a flag behind him, taking that cheap applause that you get when you do that kind of shit. And I switched the flag for a big banner that said child molester. First we had the Nazi insignia, but they wouldn't let us do it. Then we switched it to child molester. So he's waving two flags in front of a banner that says child molester on it, wondering why he's not getting the applause.
Didn't Gladys Knight see you rehearsing with a Nazi insignia banner?
No, Gladys Knight saw me with a poster of Jesus, a black Jesus on a cross.
Oh, really?
That Penn gave me, then he signed. Could there be anything worse? He wrote on it. Signed Penn Gillette. And at the time we were trading black stuff. And I put it up, and Gladys Knight saw it, and I never worked at Flamingo again. Ended my career there.
Oh, wow.
So I am known as the racist.
And you're totally un-racist.
And I'm not racist at all.
I know.
No, I know. I fuck plenty of black girls and guys.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I'll do it anytime. Bring them on! Speaking of fucking black guys, what if I had a black story that way? Wouldn't that be great if I could segue into that with it?
Yeah.
Speaking of fucking black guys and girls, Brian's got a story. Okay, so now, what's going on now? You just bought a new car. You just bought this new electric Tesla car, which when you touch the door handle, it actually comes out of the side of the car, which is so fucking cool. It's like a magic trick in itself.
My new toy, I know. It's so cool.
And it's just unbelievable that, and it was very expensive.
Yeah.
Brian's very expensive cars. He's got very expensive taste. And
you've known me through the Viper and the Rolls Royce and the
The Viper
Couple
years?
Mercedes.
Yeah, I've known the Viper years. I was just telling them about the Rolls Royce you had today that you let me borrow. Man, that was nice. The convertible Rolls Royce.
Yeah, the convertible Rolls.
It was a beautiful car. This is what happens when you're a magician, man.
Yeah.
When you're a magician, you can buy all these cool toys,
Yeah.
and the license plate
And
can
then
say
you eventually have to
Tricky or
pay for
Magicy or Mystic, and you get laid.
Yeah. My plate says Trix. Trix.
Yeah, that's sexy. Oh yeah. Mine says 666. All my cars have the something 666.
Well, we got you Prankster for the
Porsche. For the Porsche that I bought from then. Here's a good story.
Oh yeah.
So I buy my wife at the time a new Porsche from Brian. Brian sells me his 68, 58.
It's a
57
Porsche. Yeah.
Porsche Speedster replica.
Correct.
Because we're magicians, but we're not like Copperfield. So we do the replica.
Yeah.
And I had Brian gift wrap it, put it in the driveway.
Had a big bow on it, and we
Yeah.
had a video camera. We're hiding in the bushes with a video camera.
I never got to see any of this because on the way home from Vegas, we were doing the Sahara. She told me she wanted a divorce. And I thought she was kidding at first, but she turned out really to be a cunt. And she was serious. And apparently Satan wanted her to come back to hell because he was having a hard time running the place without her there. You see, this is my theory. And so, anyway, Satan gets his wish. She's on her way back to hell, but in the meantime, I got to call Brian and say, hey, look, she wants a divorce. Get the car out of there. Move it. I don't want her just part of the divorce.
And I'm thinking, you're
fucking around.
You're fucking with me all the time. So I'm like, all right. So what's
if I was really in need of something, Brian would not help me, folks. Because I am you look up "boy who cried wolf" in the dictionary. Guess whose fucking picture is there? So yeah, I wouldn't have got any help, but not in time. First, he'd examine. If I was in quicksand, he'd be examining the road. And in the meantime, I'm like, so yeah. So Brian drove the car away, and I kept the car, and it's been more dependable than she has been throughout the years. But that started my whole sickness. You cost me that day because I bought 26 cars after that. Yeah. After I saw the reaction to that Porsche. I didn't even like cars before that. I didn't even care about it. You were the car guy. Yeah. And he also is the Segway guy too. He gets all these great inventions that they come out with ahead of time.
Then I sell them to him.
And then I get them. I get it's like some guy who has
I get low on money and I need money.
Yeah, it's like having a good looking roommate and you get the fucking chicks he's fucking done with, you know?
Yeah.
That's what it's like. But we're going to cut to a commercial. We'll be right back with Burn Unit and more magic from Brian Gillis. We're going to do a version of the 4-ace trick that's going to fucking blow you away. I think McDonald is going to be fucking looking at this going, how the fuck did he do it?
Right, yeah.
We'll be right back. It's better fucking way. You like the reference?
Yeah.
You better hurry up and learn
That's
something.
good, yeah, I know. Oh, shit. Oh, no. We're not going to do this one then, huh? All right, this is, this part of, usually, we come out with a dog and it's got a name very similar to what she chooses at the beginning of the show. But this time, the amazing Johnathan always likes to pull little pranks on people that open for him. So this is what he named this dog. And I'm sure that's not what you're going to name your dog. I don't go very, very close. But you can have that for a souvenir of the amazing Johnathan show. Let's give Jackie a nice
one. We're back with more Burn Unit. Listen, playing cards.
It's a playing card, yeah.
So yeah, I was. You were asking me about that Russian thing. Nothing ever happened from it, you know.
Well, I knew the whole thing that happened in Russia, but somebody actually told you that they would get you after you got back.
Yeah, I don't believe it though. It's bullshit, you know. I mean, now it's been like 3 months and nothing, you know. So I'm not worried about it. So what
initially you were kind of
what's going on with all the sugar packs?
Yeah. Oh, that's my sugar trick. I invented this to work in restaurants. So I'll do it standing. Let me see. Okay, pull out a bill. Somebody pull out a bill.
Yeah, yeah, I don't think I have a bill.
You have a bill?
I do.
The duck! Giraffe walks into the bar and says, what? Highballs are on me. I do have a bill.
Here, we'll use this one.
Okay.
Write your
Why do you
initials
have to
on-
use that one?
We can use yours.
All right. No, I use that one.
All right.
All right.
Write your initials on Washington's forehead. I developed this to get tips in restaurants. So there'd always be a sugar bowl at the table, but there's no sugar bowl here, so I just provided some Splendas. Now watch how I fold this. I should probably do this the way I used to do it. Maybe I haven't done it.
With 100?
Yeah. That's the way I'd like to do it when I, you know, because I tell people, you know, whatever you feel like tipping the magician. So they hopefully come out with a 20 or a 10. So in addition to the bill, I also use a magic wand, but it's important you realize that it's not the size of the wand, but it's the magic in it. Take the wand. Wait a minute. Not the top one, but hand me one of the packets in there someplace.
All right. Yeah, that one.
All right. I didn't force you to hand me that one, did I?
Nope.
There's about 20 of them here. You hand me this particular
13,
one.
but yeah.
Carefully tear it open. Make sure it's sealed first. It's sealed, right?
Yeah.
Tear it open.
It is sealed.
There's a bill inside.
That's fucking cool. It's sealed. How the fuck? And wait a minute.
Open it up.
And does it have my signature?
Got your
on it?
initials?
No. Yes. Yes. Right there. That's fucking awesome.
Cool, huh?
That is awesome. That's really cool.
So I do that in restaurants.
What? You want your dollar back, baby? Want your dollar back? What's the sugar thing Billy McComb used to do all the time? With the shaking the sugar packets.
No, what do you do?
Oh. I mean, I used to shake it all the time, and the sugar would go all over the table.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had great
No, I
stuff,
didn't.
Billy McComb. He would,
Oh, that's funny.
He would say to you, the best one is, what's your number? I don't think I have your number, old boy. And you give it to him, and then you close the book, and it would say shit list on it.
Oh, I know, I know, I
Just
love that.
great old
That's-
classic shit.
Remember when you and I worked him over?
Oh yeah, we had
pictures
of us hitting this 90-year-old guy. Brian's holding him from behind, and I'm punching him with his big punch, and there's water coming out of his mouth. It was great. Billy was the best, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, but we're gonna. I'm gonna tell a couple of the practical jokes that I gave Brian. He gave me his car to clean. He wanted my assistant to clean his car.
No.
To wash his car.
Joel needed a car to drive, and I had the extra BMW.
Right.
And I let him borrow it for a week or so.
No, he was supposed to wash it for you.
No. He was supposed to just drive it.
Oh,
I just loaned
but
it
he
to
was
him to
washing
drive.
it. He washed it. He says he's going to detail it out.
Well, the paint job.
Well, yeah,
It looked like a piece of
the
shit.
thing is-
it ran okay, but it
Yeah.
looked horrible.
But when he was done detailing it, it looked like it was a new car because I took the money and had Joel take it to Earl Shives and give it a $300 paint job. And it was money worth spent. I think it's $300 just for the look on your face.
Yeah, for a 2-second look
when
on
you
my
went,
face.
could that have been cleaned up like that? That good? No.
Yeah.
It wasn't long enough for $300.
Yeah.
I wanted I wanted to drag it out a little.
Oh, I know.
I know. But that was a good one. That was a practical.
It was a real, the car was like faded, the paint was horrible.
I will go a long ways for a practical joke.
I know.
And, yeah.
I pulled up late at night, and Joel is washing it, and I look over and it's like, man, that's amazing. And I realized that you spent
a lot of money
to
on
get
my
the car
practical jokes.
painted.
So we used to do a double act, Brian and I. We had quite a good little double act going. Like we would do one-liners back and forth. We would kill at every party we were at.
Except we'd have to remind each other.
Yeah, we didn't know the jokes. We would probably remind each other on the way there and write them on the way there. But they were good. Like Brian, you remind me of one. See if I remember it. I won't. There's two old men trying to do vaudeville watch.
Yeah, did you sleep with my girlfriend last night?
No.
Not a wink.
Not a wink.
Did you go out with a girl named Ruth last night? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you kiss her? Yeah.
Yeah.
I want you to know that's my girlfriend, and I don't like it. And you say, I didn't like it that much. I say, yeah, right.
That's good. The Invisible Man's here to see you, Brian.
Tell him I can't see him.
See? That's how it was. We didn't have to remind each other. We were just fucking on the thing, man. We were like razor blades working. I was like, couldn't wait to get that punchline out.
You know, I've had hearing problems. I've just got this new hearing aid.
What kind is it?
Well, you're supposed to let me... That's okay. Yeah, it's 7:30. Yeah.
No, I did it perfect. I have a new hearing aid. What kind is it? It's 7:30.
Well, I was going to tell you how great the hearing aid was.
Oh, why? You going to stretch out a one-liner into a fucking show? Hey, my house is on fire. Come quick. The fire department.
Yeah, well, how do we get there?
You don't have those big red trucks anymore? Trucks. My wife's having a baby. Come quick. Is this her first child? No, you idiot. It's her husband. These are timeless. These jokes will be time life jokes. Yeah. Get them all. Serious.
Milk bath.
What?
Milk bath.
Oh, I took a milk bath last night. Pasteurized?
What? Oh, pasteurized. Pasteurized.
No, just up to my neck.
Conchal syndrome.
Oh yeah, dude. You know, I've got this this thing. I keep. I think I keep singing. Is that I keep singing, and the doctor told me it's Tom Jones syndrome.
Is that normal? Is that normal?
It's not unusual.
Never heard that one.
You know?
I keep seeing spots.
Really? Have you
seen a doctor?
Have you seen a doctor?
No, it's just spots. I'm a little stiff from golfing. I don't care where you're from.
Wait a second. I might have some of these. I don't know.
On what? On the iPhone?
Yeah, on the
new iPhone.
The iPhone, yeah.
Congratulations, Brian, on being on the show. George Tovar, I'm sorry that you had to work, and
we can
we'll try to get you next week.
Yeah, we'll get George in here.
If not, you want to come back on again, you're welcome.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Nobody knows who George Tovar is. Nobody.
George does great magic.
Yeah.
But,
well, thanks for coming and doing the show. And Brian's my best friend here in LA, and that's why we're doing the show. I know it's the same thing I said about Danny. But you know what, Danny? It's really Brian.
Yeah. I'm really your best friend.
If I had a choice to call it Brian or you when I came here, it would have to be Brian.
If we were both drowning.
Yeah, and if we were both drowning, I'd be fucking dead because he wouldn't believe I was drowning. He would say, stop swallowing water, you're not fooling me. Turning blue like that, you kook. I'm not falling for that again. So,
you used to have a job as a lifeguard, didn't you?
Yeah, until that little blue kid's parents got me fired.
Yeah. That's bullshit.
Oh, good night.
Mickey! There's the name of the dog. Buddy! What's the name of the dog we're thinking of?
To this day, it was just the most amazing thing I've ever seen.